to live freely, deeply, and with dignity, no matter what life throws your way. The world is unpredictable, but your response? That's yours. Amor Fati teaches us how to meet the unknown not with fear, but with resolve, and even love. Part 1, When life doesn't go as planned. We have all experienced moments when everything seemed to fall apart. A failed project, a broken relationship, a shattered dream. Sometimes, you wake up and feel like you are living a life that no longer belongs to you. What once felt certain suddenly vanishes. You ask yourself, why is this happening to me? In such moments, many choose to complain, deny, or try to control everything. But there is another path, quiet, calm, and resilient, that helps us move through suffering with strength. That is the philosophy of Amor Fati, a Latin phrase that means love your fate. Amor Fati is not resignation, nor is it passive acceptance. It is a wise and conscious nod to life itself, even when things go awry. According to Stoicism, this is the ideal mindset, not to resent fate, but to love it as an essential part of cultivating virtue. Part 2, The Origin and Spirit of Amor Fati. The phrase Amor Fati originated in antiquity, deeply rooted in the philosophy of Stoicism. Thinkers like Epictetus, Seneca, and especially Marcus Aurelius laid its foundation. Love your fate. Everything that happens is necessary, beneficial, and rational. Marcus Aurelius. Stoicism teaches that external events are beyond our control. The only thing we own is our response. Amor Fati is thus a call to live according to reason, to accept and embrace events as they are. It's not things that disturb us, but our judgments about them. Epictetus. Part 3, Amor Fati and Suffering, Neither Avoidance Nor Defeat. The truth is, no one escapes suffering. The real question is not will I suffer, but how will I respond to it? Amor Fati, under the Stoic lens, does not teach you to avoid pain. It teaches you to walk through pain with a tranquil mind, clear reason, and unwavering moral character. Suffering is a natural part of life. Seneca once said, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Amor Fati reminds us that suffering is a tool for training courage, temperance, and wisdom, the core virtues of a Stoic. Part 4, The Power of Amor Fati in Daily Life. Stoic philosophy is not confined to books, it must be lived. Amor Fati, when applied practically, becomes a guiding principle that helps us remain serene in the face of change. 1. In work, didn't get your dream job? Ask yourself like a Stoic, what virtue can I train in this situation? Perhaps it's patience, humility, or gratitude. 2. In relationships, a broken love doesn't mean failure. It's a chance to learn how to love without attachment, to care without ownership, just as the Stoics practiced. 3. In health, illness, aging, and decline are natural. The Stoic does not fear age or death, they accept them as part of fate and live in harmony with nature. 4. In loss, you cannot change the past, but you can control how you live in the present. And that is the core of Stoic spirit. Part 5, Applying Amor Fati across life stages. Youth. Amor Fati helps the young reduce impulsiveness, avoid chasing superficial success, and focus on building inner character. Midlife, a time when ideals collide with reality. Amor Fati, viewed through Stoicism, helps midlifers redefine their values with reason and composure. Old age. Amor Fati brings gentle acceptance and gratitude for nature's course. As Marcus Aurelius lived, calmly, wisely, and deeply. Part 6, From Amor Fati to Action, Stoic Application. Amor Fati is not just an ideal, it's a practice. Choose a calm attitude when facing adversity. Focus on right action, not blame. Cultivate self-discipline, training yourself daily like an inner warrior. Your happiness depends upon yourself. Marcus Aurelius. Part 7, A Case Study, Learning to Love One's Fate. Dewey, 42. was once the CEO of a tech company. After a financial collapse and divorce, he fell into crisis. A friend gave him Meditations, the journal of Stoic Emperor Marcus Aurelius. He began a new journey. Dewey practiced Amor Fati daily, journaling, accepting what he couldn't change, acting with reason, and withholding judgment. He no longer sought salvation outside, he rediscovered his inner resilience. I no longer live to avoid suffering. I live to train myself through it. Part 8, Amor Fati and the Modern World. Today's world glorifies control and personal success. But Amor Fati, and the Stoic spirit, teach us that true freedom is not external, but in mastering the self. When compared, remember, you don't control others. When rejected, ask, am I acting with virtue? When lost, return to the basics, am I fulfilling my duty right now? Part 9, Conclusion, Living Stoically in the Everyday World. Amor Fati is not passive acceptance. It is a conscious choice to love the imperfect, because through it, we grow. To live with Amor Fati is to live with reason, temperance, courage, and gratitude, the timeless Stoic virtues. Everything that happens is an opportunity to train yourself. Seneca. Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Live as if you might die today. Live according to your highest nature. Marcus Aurelius. Amor Fati is not just a philosophy. It is an active, powerful, and compassionate way to live in an uncertain world.